Baby, when I tell you it is so much going on, when I tell you it is so much going on, Miss Judy, I never thought that we were going to be talking about this, but girl, Judy with the voodoo, girl, she's in the news. So it's this guy, his name is Carlos, and he is speaking out. I believe he's on Wildin' Out, and you guys know Judy, right? Some of y'all may not know her. She's from Bad Girls Club. Now, before I start, I will say I don't watch Wildin' Out. You know, I don't care for comedians. Now, I have seen Bad Girls Club, and to be honest, I never cared for Judy. I don't like goofy people. Listen, I'm silly myself. I prefer silly, but people that's just goofy and very dramatic, I just never care for their personality because they tend to get on my damn nerves. And I don't got nothing against them. Hell, I got goofy people in my family, but I just don't care for them. And watching the show, I just never cared for Judy personality. I did feel bad for her at times, but I just, I don't know. She was just annoying to me, but then I got used to her, and she just became okay. But she just never was my favorite. So, honey, she done got with Carlos. And there's two sides to the story. Judy is coming out and she says, you know what? I want you ladies to be careful with this damn Carlos because he's out here being very manipulative. He's mentally and emotional, abusive, right? Honey, when I tell you, it did not sit well with Carlos. He's on video. And I think he got a lot of stuff confused because he's going around telling everybody that Judy is saying that he put the paws on her. And that's what really got him tick booming because he feels like people is seeing him as a person that put the paws on her. Now, Judy never said he put the paws on her. Judy said that this man was mentally and emotional, abusive. Now, he say that Judy is crazy and they never even did anything. So, hey, I don't know whose side is right. We're going to look at both sides. Now, Judy got text messages floating around. I'm not going to play them, but I will just tell you what it is. But we do have voiceovers of Karlous Miller talking to his friend from Wildin' Out, talking about this situation. And of course, this is a serious accusation. I do believe Carlos. I don't think Carlos had bad intention. I don't think Carlos put the paws on her. From listening to his side of the story, I do think he can come off like the comedian and he can say some offensive things, not realizing that he can be, mentally and emotional abusive because he make jokes about a girl. He's talking about so I'm the abusive texter, but you do have people out here that are very abusive texters. And I think certain people don't realize, depending on who you talk to, people take it a certain way. You can be laughing and joking and talking to somebody, and it can be very offensive, but you don't think it's not because you're the damn comedian. And that's why I don't care for them damn comedians, because too often they cross the line and they don't even realize the lines that they cross. So I don't know. He's going around, he's saying that Judy was not even attractive. He's saying that Judy is not his type. He got all these girls coming for him. Why would he want to try to chase down Judy? And my thing was, if Judy ain't your damn type, then why you give her the number? Okay. He said he gave Judy the number. Why would you give Judy the number? Okay. He said they met at the airport and she took a picture with him and then she asked for the damn number and he gave it to her. I'm like, why would you do that? Ain't you a big comedian coming up? And she ain't your damn type. So what the hell? Did you see a friend potential? Why would you give her your number? But now, since she came out and said that, of course, she ain't attractive. She's this, she's that. So basically, he said it was very short, y'all. He said he gave him the number. Next thing you know, Judy kept on blowing his ass up. Talking about some, I was in a relationship with this girl. And then I got out the relationship. And, I'm looking for love. And I'm looking for this. And he said that kind of turned him off. So he was like cool on Judy. Like, girl, you know what? I ain't really want to talk about all this. So Judi got offended, and this is his side of the story. He said Judi was like, oh, so you think you better than people now? You think you a big hot shot? How you gonna do that to people? You can't just, invite people in your world and treat them like shit because, you don't understand them or X, Y, and Z. And he said that she just kept going off, and then she was like, I apologize for all the bad things I said. I want to get freaky with you. And she showed him a picture of her cat. And he said when he seen that picture of that cat, he said that just turned him on, girl. So he decided to text her back. And why did he do that, right? So he started texting her ass back, and the shit just went left. And I'm like, if she was this bad person that you claim to be, why didn't you just block this girl and kept pushing? And if you got all these other girls that you're interested in, why do you entertain a girl that you're not even attracted to? So, hey, I don't know. Maybe he was just giving a person a chance. And, some people do that. Some people that's not that strict may open the doors for certain people they may not be attracted to. He like 5 foot, girl. Purple Queen. Ain't no wrong with it. Hey, I don't hype shame, but it is what it is. Make sure y'all like this video. And we got to talk about that Kevin McCall, girl. So he's out here and he's shaming his baby mamas. I didn't know he had 2 babies, but eventually he has 2 babies out here, and he says he can't see none of his damn kids, okay? Now, I know a little bit about Kevin, and I've seen his rants, and I've seen his videos, and I definitely feel like Kevin McCall is emotional, physically, and mental abusive, okay? And I don't know, I feel a certain way. People that are, got a DV case, people that put their paws on other people, I don't know how do I feel them having custody over kids when they're so violent. I don't even care if it's the biological mother or father. I just know I feel some type of way about that. So we're going to pull his shit up right now, And before I go on, let's give a big thank you to Tasha Love donating $20. I thank you, boo. I appreciate it, giving you love from the internet. Let's give Tasha Love a big thank you for that $20. You know what? I got to put my Patreon on here. I really do. Not my Patreon. My Cash App. I want to put my Cash App on here. But anyway, let's listen to what Kevin have to say before we go on to the other stuff. So, here we go. Where's the clip at when I need it? All right, so here we go. DJ, please stop the beat. Please stop the beat. All right, here we go.
You can't see both of your children. You have to do something. Both of them can't be crazy. Now let's think about it, ladies. Let's be honest. Have you women ever dated a guy who you felt like was too good to just let go? Or you've invested too much to just let him go without a fight? Did you do or say some crazy things because you were heartbroken? Have you ever done that, or that's just me? So no. Just because I don't see both of my children doesn't mean I did something out of the ordinary. I'll tell you what I did do. I had sex without being married. That's the only conclusion. This is why God says don't do it, because you got to deal with the BS. The chances of us changing laws to where it's in our favor so that we can continue to just have sex with whoever and not respect the covenant, I don't think that's ever going to happen. And I don't want it to. I accept what I've done. But no, just because a man has multiple children, I only have 2. But just because multiple women say bad things about a guy doesn't mean that guy's bad. It could mean that, not to be funny, either the D is good or maybe he was just too good for them to let go without a fight. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. Alright?
Hold on. Did y'all hear what he just said? Now, this is the mindset of what this man think, and I guess other people feel this way too. He said the reason why girls or his baby mama speak bad about him is because his whiny is too good. Yeah. He said that's why they talk shit, and that's why they mad, because his whiny is too good. The whiny is just too good. And he said if it's not his whiny being too good, it's because he was too good of a man for them to let go. And they really is hurting that, they had to break up with him. And that's why they're mad, and that's why they're holding the kids against him, because his whiny was too good, and because he was just too good of a boyfriend. That's some crazy, but that's how he really feels. That's what he truly believes. Ain't that crazy? It just lets you know you really gotta really get to know the mental state of mind before you start giving these people your phone numbers, before you start getting involved with these people, before you start doing a do. Get to know the mental mind space and the emotional space where these people are at, It's just crazy, right? Crazy as hell. So let's go here, because he got some more to say.
But, not letting your child see his father is not fighting fair. So, if you want to fight, make sure you're fighting fair, ladies and gentlemen. Make R&B great again. But,
all right, so he said, listen, these girls is keeping him from his kids, and he feel like it's not fair. I want to know, comment, let us know, if you was in a relationship with this man, would you give him custody of your kid? I think he's really, nope, I wouldn't. I've seen so many videos of him being so destructive, and just he still got that mean, evil spirited in him. He know how to put on, he know how to be nice and sweet and kind, but he still underneath is that same person that he got a mouth on him. We talked about Memphis yesterday. You know who Memphis is, right? The guy that put Paws on K. Michelle, and nobody believed K. Michelle. Everybody was talking about K. Michelle was lying because she didn't come with evidence. Just because you don't have evidence doesn't mean that girl was lying. Come to find out, she wasn't lying. He even confessed to it. And then we saw how he was portraying himself against Toya Wright. So, their body action, their body language, what they say to you, how they say when they're angry, it tells a whole bunch. But sometimes they can be calm with it too. You can have a guy or you can have a girl that's calm, and they can play on your mental, and they can say some things that can mess you up mentally and emotionally, and they know what they're doing, So be careful, because them words hurt. Hell no. I'm so justice 24/7, flipping. So he does have a message I'm going to read. I can't put it up here just because it have a whole bunch of freaky context in it. But it says, the reason Kevin McCall hasn't seen his children in 5 years. Okay, if you haven't seen your kids in 5 years, why did he get on social media to talk about this? I'm not understanding. But anyway, two people can't be liars at the same time, right? So if two people are against you, then it must be true that you are toxic and not them, right? Let me propose another idea. Doing a do before marriage caused the problems. Not the man, not the woman. It's the doing a do out of the protection of marriage. Can I tell you something, Kevin? I know so many married people right now that did the do after they got married, and they still having problems, and this man is still putting a pause on her, and he is still verbally abusive, and emotionally abusive. So that's not the problem. The problem is the individual. The problem is the abuser. So he's trying to make it seem like these girls is lying on him, and the problem was not him, but the problem is that they were doing the do before marriage. Okay? So I guess he went to church yesterday or something. But in the video, as you guys saw, we just played, he said he does not want it to be forced upon him, marriage. You know, he likes it like this, but he feels like the reason why, I guess this situation went bad for him because he did the do without being married first. Okay, so let me put this up here real quick, right here, because I don't want to put that sex out. Okay, bam. Okay, so you can see right here. So what do y'all think about that? And what do you think about somebody's mindset that honestly feels like this? And it seems like he's never the problem. He's never going to take accountability. It's always going to be somebody else's fault. He pushes you into a refrigerator, and guess what? It was your fault. You made him do it. You know why? Because when he said go in a room, you didn't go in a room because you was there and he pushed you. It's your fault. That's not his fault, you know? Or it's the reason why I pushed you is because we're not married yet. And it's your fault because you opened your legs before I married you. And it's your fault. What the But guess what? You have to understand that's how some people's minds work. And that's crazy, right? You like, listen, we both adults. You thinking you the man. You supposed to be the leader. You supposed to be the person with the most influence. So if you did feel that way and I was open on my legs, why didn't you say, no, baby? I love you too much to disrespect you before marriage. I don't want you to do that. You should never have to open your legs before marriage to any man. I'm going to show you how a man is supposed to love you. Put your legs back up. Put your clothes on. And let's watch some TV. Let's play a board game and get to know each other. And we're going to wait to after marriage to do the do, because I love you so much and you're so special. And I want you to know that. And I know that you was not raised in that type of environment, but I want to teach you something different as your king. You know, why can't it never go that way? Especially when they are supposed to be the damn leader and the person with the most influence, and they want you to submit and listen to them, right? So why can't they stop you from making certain choices? They're going to blame your ass for later and then say, you know what? I'm going to take accountability. I'm going to be the man in this situation and the leader, and I don't want you to go there, you know? Because he's a nut. If I'm not mistaken, he didn't have anything to do with that child. He's with Eva. He doesn't have the respect for women. Yeah, but you can't tell him that. You know, he's going to blame it on the church, or he's going to blame it on something else. It's always going to be something. So, y'all ready to go on to the next one? Girl, throw it at him because he's sexy. What? All right, so Wig says, you know, girls can't help themselves. You know, these girls, this is what Wiglicious, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. They say, you know what, these girls can't help themselves. They see that man and he's so fine and he's so chocolate. You know, they just gonna want to put him on him. They gonna be like Rashida, put him on him, make him want to marry me. Put him on him, make him want to marry me. Listen, if that ain't backwards. Okay, that is such a toxic song. Okay, you put your cat on him and your cat is going to make him want to marry you. If that ain't the wrong ass message, no, that is not how you get somebody to marry you. And if he's marrying you just because of that, most likely he's always going to cheat on you, you know? So anyway, he ain't that cute. He don't respect them, so I missed that comment of Gigi. I really don't think maybe some girls that are more have a high drive, is influenced by freaky manners, and just want to. But if they want to do it with them, why can't they just have sex with them and just let that be that? You know, I think that if you're trying to have freaky stuff with somebody and you want them to love you, oh my God, that's a whole different idea. But that goes to that song that we was just thinking about. Put him on him and make him want to marry me. I think that's a toxic idea. I can understand if you want to do something with somebody, experiment with somebody, you know, have a moment, that's fine. But don't feel like you need to do that, give your body in order for somebody to love you. That's toxic. That is toxic. For you to be this freaky person that you're not in order to get somebody to pay you attention, in order to get somebody to spend time with you. Love yourself. Know that you are worthy for somebody to spin up here and spend time with you without you opening your legs to them. Okay? Hello? But I don't know, you know, what y'all think. I know Rashida isn't your favorite, but I love her. My bubble gum. I don't know. I think Rashida is beautiful. I tell you that. I think she's a good business person. That's what I will say about her. Boy, you know you want to put a ring on his finger. That love is good for you. Should never be single. I don't know. I fall in love with potential. Exactly. You marry a cheater. All right. So let's go on to the next case. Let me put some music on real quick. Play this. All right, so let's go here to Judi. All right, so how everything started, from my understanding, Judi came out with text messages of her and Carlos, the guy with the smiles face, and she said, "Warning, girls, he's manipulative. You know, he played her." And she just want to put it out there. She posts text messages of him and her going back and forth, and just warn girls that he is emotional and mental abusive. However, this guy, I don't think he didn't understand. He just heard abusive and he just went for, she's trying to say I put paws on her, which she didn't say that. And I feel like certain guys or certain people feel like it's no such thing as mental abuse and emotional abuse. They feel like that can't be possible. So let's hear his side of the story. So check this out. Listen up.
Little fucking blogs and social media.
Hold on. DJ, stop the beat.
Shit. Y'all need to cut that bullshit out too, man. Y'all gonna get somebody fucked up out there. What happened? Oh, you don't read social media? Was this lady who was on this show called the Bad Girls Club that I met at the airport, and we exchanged numbers, and I texted a few times, and she got on social media and tried to make it seem like we was in a full-blown relationship and that I was abusive to her. Now keep in mind, I only met this person one time in my life. We ain't never been in no relationship. We ain't never kicked it. We ain't never met up. We ain't did shit. Judi from the Bad Girls Club, yes. She went online and put all these text messages out, tried to make it seem like me and her had some kind of relationship that we did not. We took a picture at the fucking airport. We took one picture at the airport. I thought she was cool, so I gave her my number. I wasn't with anybody. So we exchanged texts, and then she started texting me, blowing me up crazy. So I stopped responding to the shit. So then, of course, she sent some news. That's what motherfuckers do when you ain't get. So of course a nigga replied to the news, but that's it. But all that other shit, that's bullshit. That's cap. And I don't appreciate that. And I've been seeing, I was just gonna completely ignore that shit. But then when she started talking about somebody being physically abusive, that ain't no shit.
Hold on. Now, this is the part. I told you Judi never said he was putting a pause on her, but he goes around and he's keep on telling people that Judi is going around saying that he put the pause on her, and Judi never said that. That's why when people hear abuse, they automatically think about putting a pause, but she pretty much said that he was mentally, he said some things that triggered her, that made her feel less than, and emotional. He was triggering her with different words and shit like that. Now, I do know in this video, he was just talking about she's not attractive. He was making jokes. I could never be with a girl that allows a Caucasian girl to put paws on her on TV and, you know, I guess beat her up. And he was making jokes about that. So I don't know. I don't know neither side. I wasn't there. I'm just letting y'all know the gossips and whispers that's going on. So let's continue.
I ain't never in my life put my hands on no woman. Never. And I ain't never had to do none of that thirsty shit to get one. And anybody who know me know I've been in the entertainment business for a long time. And you ain't never seen me around with no bunch of hoes or no bunch of niggas or none of the in between. So for shit like that to be even said, exactly, just clout chasing. That ain't even no shit that that I feel like I should have to address. I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even on no shit like that. To be trying to do all that back and forth social media shit. Chico, what's the business? I appreciate that. But I damn sure wanted to let the motherfuckers know that fuck with me, that support me, that I am definitely not that type of person. And I don't even stand for no shit like that.
All right, so in the first clip, we do have more clips of him. He just want to let you guys know he does not put the pause on women. He doesn't put the pause on anybody. He's not like that. And I understand, and I don't believe that he did put the pause on girls. However, that was not the argument. That was not the case. We'll let you know that he didn't listen very well because Judi never said he put the pause on her. She said that he was emotional. Okay, emotional and mental abusive. There's a big difference, people. Okay? All right, so we got that cleared up. He got this cleared up. However, I don't think he understands that concept, but let's carry on.
Me and a blunt things about. That's why I ain't even want to have to address this shit. Don't nobody even have noticed, motherfucker, man.
Know us. Y'all got a responsibility to us, bro.
All that you can take is for social media.
All right, so at this point, he's talking to his friend. I believe it's like a brother of his. His name is Chico Bean. I don't know none of these people. I guess they on Wild 'N Out. So Chico Bean, he's entered the chat, and he just says that you guys are crazy for believing Judi and to believing that he would ever, be abusive to anybody. He said that black women love the black men so much. Ain't no way black women could feel like black men are very toxic and abusive because black women love black men too much. If they was all that toxic that certain people trying to put, black women would not have that much love for black men. Now what y'all think about that? But anyway, let's play.
Have the wrong intention.
Nah, I mean, but that's the thing, bro. We got a responsibility, like, to each other more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? To know better. But the people who know us, y'all got a responsibility to us too to know better. Like, the type of niggas that we done displayed ourselves to be publicly, that's not a front. It's not an act. So niggas ain't got no reason to lie about nothing in regards to no woman ever. And that ain't to say that everything that didn't happen and went in a nigga favor, because that's not the case. But come on, man. Come on, man. That's why I told you, I told you, man. Don't even, but sometimes you got to, like you said just a few minutes ago, if you can be accused publicly, you should be able to defend yourself publicly. And that's just the way it works.
Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy. Nah.
Niggas locked up.
There ain't no way in the world that a nigga can ever abuse anything that show us as much love as they show us. This just don't happen. It won't happen. They show us too much love for us to ever be abusive. Abusive? Come on, man. Not Karlous Miller. Nah. Told me that shit. I was like you know when your partners is your partners, you know what I mean? You have a certain level of bias when it's your partners, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about us is we always keep it a band with each other. So trust and believe. If that shit would have had any validity to it, I'd have been knew that anything like that was going on. I know that, man, listen, that right there blew my mind. Because just knowing the type of nigga that you is, and I haven't even seen none of the shit that was said, but just hearing you tell me what was said about you, I was like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Don't even say nothing to that shit. Don't address that at all. Don't even address that, bro. What? Not Karlous Miller. Nah. Nah. Abusive? Come on, bro. We done been, and that's the thing, and we love black women. So we done been places, and we know there ain't no way in the world that a nigga can ever abuse anything that show us as much love as they show us. This just don't happen. It won't happen. They show us too much love for us to ever be abusive. Abusive? Come on, man.
Chico.
Come
the
on.
one that gonna stay?
Right. All the love these black women show us, dog. We the niggas is the last nigga. When you told me that shit, I said, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. That's crazy. That's crazy. I hate that you even had to address it, to be honest with you, my nigga. But that just,
bro.
That's just come for the game, bro.
Know who the fuck this person is.
I still don't know who you talking about.
Don't give a fuck. And then it's about 4% of them trying to compare notes. Like, bruh, it never happened, man. It never happened. God damn, man, it's to be having to deal with some shit that never happened, though.
Like, look, man, like I told you,
all my fuck ups, man. I take full responsibility.
Listen, we niggas wham. Like I'm saying, we wham. Like, dog, you see, I got a do-rag on right now.
All right, so that's a little bit. So we do have more. Now, I think that comment was not necessary with this situation. I think they should have kept it personal with him and Judi, but not to throw like groups and shit into it, because it just makes it seem like you have this mental thought process. However, the guy Karlous, he still haven't talked about mental and emotional abuse, because like I said, he just ran with abuse, and he just made it seem like she's out here talking about he put the paws on her, which she never said it. So now he have all these other people feeling like, Judi, you're going around here saying that he put the paws on you and that never happened. And Judi like, I never said that. So, you know, now people's like, well, you lying because they said you did say that. And then people out here saying, well, the reason why Judi is mad because he didn't want to do her no more. However, he said he ain't never met up with her, you know? He said he never met up with her. All it was just text messages, and that was it. I don't think he never met with her. I don't think that he put the paws on her. And I think possibly he might not have realized certain things that he was putting out on her. And for him to continue to accept, I guess, her rhetoric that he calls is crazy and still reply to her, it gave different messages, you know? So I think that's where the gray area is. It's like, as if you feel like somebody is toxic and crazy, block them and leave them alone. But he didn't do that. He kept on I guess, being interested when she kept on bringing up Freaky Deaky and showing pictures. You know what I mean? So let's continue on. I don't think he understands what I don't think he does either, but I think a lot of people don't. And he also make jokes about the police. He said, so what am I supposed to do? Do I supposed to go to the police, make a police report? He feels that is for a P word, you know? He feels like that's a cat shit, you know what I'm saying? And I did have an issue with him saying the P word. Because it's like, why? And I know people do it. However, I don't be around people that do this. But why are you using a female's body part and you calling it's the P word, like it's less than, you know, that's some weak shit, that's distasteful, but you're using the P word to describe something that you feel like is weak. You're using the P word to describe something that you feel like is distasteful, you know? I feel like just pick a different goddamn word, you know? However, maybe I'm just too sensitive and I can't be. So let's go on to some more. Here we go. 14. Let me see. 14.
Have to say nothing.
Right. Right. It is. But that's the thing. That's the fucked up part, man. Like, we got all of this shit going on about how we supposed to take care of each other as black people. That plays into it as well. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. That don't make no sense. Like, niggas ain't, you shouldn't be able to do that, just blatantly lie about somebody.
Bruh.
And it be okay. You know what I mean?
Fuck, man.
It's just crazy.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm do now? Go play the police and do all this
right,
stuff?
Yeah, right. Now you gotta go, nah. You don't even want to have all that involved in your life.
About it, though. It's like, people gonna see this shit, and then they gonna figure out what the fuck really going on, and then they gonna see that girl is crazy for real. Then they gonna try to flip this shit on me and try to make it seem like, oh, I'm a bad person and all this old pussy ass shit. That girl needs some help for real, bro. I literally met this woman one time at the airport, and she done got on social media to talk. I gave her my number and shit because I didn't know she was crazy. And then she got all these texts of her basically talking to herself and then sending the pussy for the trap. Who ain't gonna look at the pussy?
Hey.
Come on, bro.
And that's the thing. And you see what I'm saying? And if anybody watching this don't understand, that's what responsibility. You hear this man saying, I did what I did. You know what I mean?
Goddamn, come up from 0 to 100. And my taste in hoes ain't never changed. You know I don't fuck, that ain't my type. First of all, where the boobs at?
Nah, I mean, just in general.
Come on, bro.
Like I said, bro, like,
in the description.
I know you very well.
Bro, I would never date a black woman that let a white woman whoop her ass. Bro, a white bitch drug that hoe on TV. In front of the ancestors and everything.
All right, so now it goes into, okay, if you know this person, you just said that she is mental, right? And you don't think she have them all. Going on social media and then embarrass and keep talking about her getting, put the paws on by this girl, and you're making jokes and laugh about it, it definitely makes you seem like a mean ass, And like I said, we still have not talked about the mental and emotional, which he never talks about. And he also says she's not his type. And he also talks about where her top is, as if her breast size isn't big enough. But if she's not your type, why did you keep on texting her and entertaining her? And why did you get the number? And why you ain't black? But like I said, it could be possible. He was just having an open day, and he just was open to people that was not his type that night. I don't know, But let's go here, because we got some more. All right, so he goes back and he tells the story again. So, because they do joke a lot, and I just don't want to hear all the jokes that they have. You know, I think you just hear one joke, you can get a whiff of their jokes. And like I said, I don't like jokes people anyway. So let's go.
So,
Yeah. When we was on the I remember that run.
and then we did Detroit, and there's one more in that whole little run. Chicago, Detroit, and something else.
Dallas, I think.
Milwaukee.
Okay, that was before the Dallas.
Is that all right there? So I'm getting ready to get on the flight for Chicago. You know I fuck with the breakfast. I'm eating breakfast at the airport.
Every time.
Goddamn Dunkin' Donuts. I fucking got my sandwich and shit. The some more chicks was like, oh, this is Carlos. We was at the show. Let's take a picture. And she was over there against the wall being a fucking lame. And then when I walked off to go get the juice before I jump on the joint, she asked the girl who I was. So, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so he's talking about the situation when he first met Judi, and you see how he's describing her now. She was over there being a lame, and he got so many harsh words for her, but yet she was over there being a lame, but you still felt the need to give this lame your number. You know, you being a man, you could have said nope. I don't think most guys, if you say no to a girl, you're not going to feel threatened, versus if the situation was turned around, how most girls feel scared. If they reject a guy, that he's going to disrespect her or dog her out, or she has to worry about that, you know? And then when you bring that situation up to certain guys, they think it's laughable. They think that shit does not exist. But anywho, let's continue on.
Oh, let me get a picture. I'm on this show, blah, blah, blah. Let me get this picture. I'm going to send it to you. Give me your number. So I gave her my number, right? So she sent me the picture. I ain't posting goofy shit. What I look like posting a picture? Hey, this bitch. We got motherfucking dog ears on. So, long story short, she got my number. She just texted me all this crazy shit. Woo, woo, woo. She's talking about she in a relationship with this girl or whatever. I'm like, look, I ain't got time for all this. So she just started blowing my phone up with crazy shit. Oh, that's how you do? You think you can just meet bitches and just treat them, oh, you such an asshole. You think because you on Wildin' Out that you better than everybody, Mr. Superstar. What, I'm not good enough to fuck with you. You don't like, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I'm drunk. I'm crazy. Let's just be my daddy. I'm talking about all kind of crazy. So I just completely stopped responding, bro. Completely. So she'll be sending shit like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna kill you.
Ooh, please don't say that.
Believe you did me like this. Sending like little scream mask and shit like she gonna do something to me. So I just completely.
Now, I would love for him to post those pictures or post those receipts where we can see, because he said Judi was threatening him. I would love to see those text messages, you know, and all that, the bad stuff that Judi was doing. But let's go.
And to stop texting. Then just out the blue, one day she just sent some pussy pictures. Like cool, blah, but that's it. That's all I responded to.
You responded right, but
you know how you meet a motherfucker that's just regular text shit. I ain't said, hey, let's be together. I'm trying to be your man. Let's meet up. Let's go out. Ain't none of that part never even happened.
But see, that's what we gotta take the L as niggas sometimes, Los. Like, if after all of that, a pussy shouldn't be able to catch a nigga. But sometimes it's just what it is, bro. We all fall victim to that. I fell victim to that, not talking to a girl.
All right, so now they're about to talk about pictures and freaky pictures. So let's skip to that part, you know, and let's go here. Where he goes back and he keeps talking about put the pause of physical. All right, so let's go here. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go.
On ride and listen to a song or two and then be through
and chop it up. And that's what we're going to do. And
do the same shit tomorrow, bro.
Every day.
Where the rest of the hoes at then? If we beat, I'm just riding around beating up bitches, manipulating them. Why?
She said you beat her up?
She said I was physically abusive to her. You didn't hear me say that part?
I did. Nah. Come on, man. Now that's right there.
I'm saying I ain't never even been in a room with this woman outside of that airport.
All right, so you see how he keeps on bringing this up. He's not talking about the abuse, the emotional abuse. He's not talking about the mental. He can care less about that. That does not really exist in his world. He came on here with the intention to say, to bash her, because he feels like she's out here lying and saying that he's putting a pause on her, which she never said that. She never said that. Okay? So who's lying on who? Who's lying on who? So clearly he's out here lying on her because she never said you put the pause on her, man. You coming out here telling people that she out here saying, you know, you put the pause on her, but she never said that, so you are lying on her. Jesus. I'm not even in y'all relationship, but just take the time to look and see what's going on before you come out here. You know, I'm gonna tell you what people tell me. Fact check, get your facts right. I've always wanted to tell that to somebody else. But let's continue on. Let's go to 37. Let me see. Give me 1 second.
Wait, my
Put
nigga.
some dick with the wings in there. Don't fucking take me down now. Just
We on our way, bro. We are on our way. You
Lord,
see me.
wrestler.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I got my goddamn do-rag on.
Bro, she
Who
wanna
cares?
fuck with you.
All right, somebody said, but she is bashing him first. So she did come out and she said that he was emotional and mental abusive to her. So is that bashing somebody? If she was honest with it. Now, either one thing, she was telling her truth about her situation, or she was lying. So, let's go.
You hear me? I mean, listen, man. I'm talking about like, I hate to see it. Like when you told, like I said, this is my first time ever hearing the whole story. Because when you first told me, like, the type of relationship we got, we don't even listen to boo. We don't.
But see, his friend is going off on the strength that he just told the friend she's out here saying I put pause on her. So now the friend thinking she's out here telling people that he put pause on her. So now the friend have this hatred towards her on the strength of he thinks, see, all this is gossip, right? Gossip and damn rumors. Okay. But you get what I'm saying.
Entertain bullshit at all. That's not the way we operate.
Then the story didn't change since I told you. Now it's all this abusive type shit from somebody I never even did nothing but text. I'm an abusive text.
Ain't nobody reposted that shit or no shit, have it?
Oh man, they didn't. Come on, bro. Why you think I'm on here talking about this shit?
Oh my God.
All right, so it's a big space.
That's all you can do, bro. Because, you know what I mean? Like you said, what option do you have now? What you supposed to go to the police station and file a complaint? And,
Call a lawyer and
call a lawyer.
I'm gonna sue this blog
interrupt our
With
right.
3 comments slandering my name. I want $500, bitch. Give me $7,500 and then I want my contract to Ring Dink Records. Delete this shit. Delete the whole motherfucking page. Change the niggas getting old. Fuck you. We been old, nigga. I hope you live long.
Okay, now he say some disrespectful stuff to some of the people in his comment section that did not agree with him. So I'm not gonna play the video of all that. GG, you don't get on screen. Yeah, I'll be on screen this week. Okay. So what do y'all think about that? Put in the comment section. We want to know. Make sure you guys like this video. Thank you for breaking it down, GG. You know I got you, boo. You know. So it seemed like communication is really not there.
Never to be old.
Okay, we're not gonna play him. But yeah, it's communication. I think that he's a good person. I think that Judi is a good person. I think that they had very bad, poor communication, and things got twisted. He went off talking about Judi said that, he put the pause on her, which she never said that. The whole case was Judi was making it that he is mental and emotional abusive, but he never talks about that. He never addressed it, even though he got on live for an hour to talk about the situation, but he never addressed the situation. He turned it into something else. Okay? So, ain't that crazy? Ain't that damn crazy? It happens too often, You bring up a conversation and you're saying, listen, this is my issue with you, and somebody else, they turn your words around and they make it seem like you're saying something else, and then they make that an argument when that was never the argument in the beginning. You gotta listen, and possibly during the interaction, it was a whole bunch of not listening, So just be careful what you invite in your space. And let's give Kevin a big thank you for donating $10. Thank you, and I appreciate everybody that was donating the money. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I love y'all, and I thank you so much. I'm sorry I didn't say the names because I was busy playing this video, and I was going back up, and I can't even see the shit no more. Ain't that something? I can't see nothing no more. Thank you, Kitty B619. Damn, I can't even speak. Pink Lips 500, that is my Cash App. I will definitely start having my Cash App more, and I will be on video later this week because today is Sunday. So I'm going to watch The Chi tonight, and I'm going to watch some P-Valley tonight. And I'm going to do some stuff I should not do, which is eat a whole bunch of food. And I really shouldn't eat, but I don't know why, but I just be craving for food. I got a food addiction. That was his goal. Ooh, that's something interesting. Do you think that he honestly wanted to change the narrative around and deflect and not really talk about the issue of being emotional and mental abusive? That's interesting. I know people do that, especially abusers. They do that a lot. But that's interesting. So, hello, Mama. It's been a minute, but I've always support. Well, thank you, boo. I appreciate it. Reviews. All right. Well, I'm about to get on out of here. I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being patient with understanding. Thank you, Jerome Glassman. I appreciate it. You're allowed to eat anything you want. Thank you. Thank you, boo. All right, listen, I'm going to get my treadmill soon so I can start walking. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.